Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. I hope you all are well today. Today, I would love to talk to you guys about soul contracts. What are soul contracts, you ask? Well, see, the thing is, whether you choose to believe it or not, regardless of what faith you believe in, what deity, higher being you believe in, whatever, before we come here to earth, we all basically have contracts that we sign of things that we agree to go through in our life, tests that we have to learn to edify our soul for our soul's growth. And in those contracts, there are certain people involved, just like in life. The things that we think are coincidences in life are not. Alrighty? Sometimes you just meet people, it could be even for a short period of time, but they have such a powerful effect on you. Or sometimes you'll meet someone and it's like, you haven't met them, but you know them. You know them, but you've never met them before in this life. It's because you guys have a contract. All right? And that's what we need to understand. Everything in life that happens to us is supposed to happen for the edification of our soul and our soul's growth. Now, the problem is that when we meet these people or we go through these situations with these people, we're not learning the lessons in order to fulfill these contracts and move on to the next lesson for more growth. And that's the problem, guys. Now, I'm guilty of it too. Now, the world was not built in a day, all right? Empress Oracle wasn't built in a day either, all right? You have to learn. You have to learn. You live and you learn. But, through my learning, I acquired the wisdom and the knowledge, and I'm here to share it with you all, right? So when you have these soul contracts with people, a lot of times you wonder, you may get in a relationship and there's so much passion involved, right? But it's just so tumultuous. It's just, and you're thinking, okay, well, everybody's so used to the saying, the expression love hurts, that people think it's normal. They think that in order to prove your love and your loyalty to somebody, you have to stay there in that toxic situation because of love. No, ma'am or sir, that is a soul contract that you have with somebody. That's not your end-all cure-all. If you go on like this with somebody all the time, that's not your end-all cure-all, unless y'all fucking, okay? That's the only time y'all should be doing all of that. It's too much. That is a soul contract. That's what spiritual people will call like a karmic, right? So it's something that you're supposed to learn from this person, this situation, that experience, right? It's something that you did not learn in a past life, and when your soul was up there in heaven or wherever you want to call it, Spirit sat down and was like, hey, we need to go over your contract before you go back down to earth. So here's the papers, all right? This time we want you to get this right, all right? Because as you can see here on line 13B.5, you fucked up. And you got to get it right this time. And you was like, yeah, damn, you right, my bad. Let's do this, right? And then you was like, but I can't do this by myself. I need some help because I fucked it up last time. And Spirit was like, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this person here, and they're going to show you X, Y, and Z examples of why you fucked up last time, all right? And it's up to you to fix it. Make that change and then move on. That's the part we're not getting, guys. That's the part that we're not getting. It's time for us to learn these lessons because it's a new world. It's a new world coming. Don't you guys see what's going on? It's a new world coming, guys. So we have to prepare ourselves. We have to learn our lessons, get our tools, because these lessons, these are our tools to fight the battle that's going on, because there is a spiritual warfare going on, whether you choose to ignore it or not. And if you're not properly equipped, you're gonna fail. You're gonna go dark. And if you go dark, you'll see the light in others, but you'll never have it. in yourself anymore, because you have dimmed it on your own by not learning your lesson to fuel your flame, to make your light shine brighter, right? When you have these soul contracts, it doesn't always have to be with just the intimate partner as well. It can be with friends. It can be with family. What a lot of people don't even realize is a lot of times you have soul contracts with certain family members to teach you certain lessons, because nobody else is going to be able to teach you that lesson or have that effect as that person. All right? And so therefore you have to learn that lesson that way in order to move on and to help others, because there are going to be other people that's going to go through it, and they may need your knowledge, they may need your wisdom, they may need your support. They might not be as strong as you. So it is up to you. You were the one that chose to learn that lesson in that way before you came down here. And that is why you have that soul contract with that person. So with that being said, you guys, we shouldn't hold on to the past. There should be no holding grudges against people when things don't work out, when you get stuck in these cycles, when you keep putting yourself back into these toxic karmic cycles with people because of these unfulfilled soul contracts, or these contracts that you're unwilling to fulfill and end in order to move on. First of all, that's unprofessional. Let me say that. If you want to look at it from a business aspect, that's very unprofessional to fulfill a contract, but you call yourself a business person. Think about that. But besides that, you have to fulfill this contract. You have to fulfill your soul contracts with people. Don't be afraid to end these cycles. Don't be afraid to get off of the hamster wheel. Just because you're used to doing it and you've become comfortable in the cycle, in the pattern, and you're afraid of the unknown, don't let that stop you from your grace, your glory, your success. The time is now. It would behoove you. It would behoove you all to, take heed of that. Fulfill your soul contracts, and the people in your lives who are not meant for you. The ones where, it's just never a dull day. It's always something. And when I say something, I don't mean in a good way. It's always some bullshit with that person. It's always stress. You can never just chill and be peaceful. Every time you go around this certain family member, it doesn't matter what kind of event it is. It could be a funeral, it could be a wedding, it could be Thanksgiving. You could come happy as hell. You could come with the best intentions towards that person, and they always find a way to start some shit and ruin the whole family event. It's time for you to end the contract with that person. It's time to tie that up, okay? Sometimes family is not family. Family is who you make family, all right? The blood, that's just that's needed for your DNA to activate what you have, alrighty? That's all. Sometimes you have to take that on the chin and just move the fuck on. Get you some new goddamn family. You don't like your cousin, get a new one. You're not my cousin no more. Next, you my cousin. Simple. Simple, guys. If it's a job, find a new one. Don't be comfortable. Don't just tell yourself, well, I've been here 19 and a half years. I've been here 16 years and one more year or this and that. What if in that year you drop dead from the stress, from high blood pressure and all this emotional turmoil that is going through with yourself because you're not fulfilling this contract? Okay? What if you already have all the tools that you need to go out on your own and move on and do better? Go get a better job. You don't feel appreciated at that job? You know you're qualified. Believe in yourself. Take your credentials and go elsewhere. Tie that contract up. Nip it in the bud. The same with relationships. I can't tell you guys what to do. I cannot. All I can do as your favorite spiritual advisor is advise you. And that's what I'm going to do, y'all. That's what I'm going to do. Excuse me, I'm a bit parched. Excuse me. I know this is ghetto, but y'all, look. It's just high C, y'all relax. But anyway, guys, seriously though, for the best of you and the people around you, all right, You have to sometimes just understand things. Everything in life happens for a reason. Every single thing. The higher you become in your awareness, the further along you become in your journey, you will see that nothing is a coincidence. Everything that happens is supposed to happen. All right? Pay attention to the signs that source and nature is giving you. Pay attention to the signs. All right? Get off of those emotional roller coasters with people. Fulfill those contracts and move on. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's always better. It's always better. Don't tell yourself you're always going to go down. It's going to be worse. If you think that way, that's what you will manifest. And then that's what will happen. But there is always better. It's time for us to rewrite our stories and make new contracts. It's time for us to start our new contracts. The new world order, guys. Are you ready? I hope so. I'm ready. I will definitely see, hopefully, most of you on the other side. And also, don't forget to look on my website for your protection. All right? You have to be armed during your spiritual warfare. So check out www.empressoracle333.com for all of your spiritual needs. I make custom orders as well. So check me out. I love you guys. Be safe.